Now we have an L shape. This is what we call the irregular shape. Okay, now I'll need you to pay attention on this one. Now, the shape is an L-shaped building that has the following length and width. It says find the perimeter of the whole building. Now we know that to find the perimeter is to add up all of the sides outside the shape. Let us see the sides we have. We have side A, 25, side B, 100, side C, we do not know, side D, 30, side E, 20, and side F, we also do not know. Okay, now how do we find the missing sides? Take a look at this shape. Can we make a rectangle out of this shape? A full rectangle. Can we close up the open side and make up a full rectangle? Sure we can. Let's try to do so. But first, what is our intention? We want to try to find the missing side. Let's try to find side F. Remember that for a rectangle, opposite sides are the same. Good. Now to find side F. What opposite side does side F have? It's supposed to have an opposite side of B, but unfortunately, it's already been divided by side E. Side E has cut it off. Okay, so it's making a bend downward and it doesn't go on to the end. That means side F cannot be 100 meters. How then can we find side F? Okay, let's close up the rectangle like so with these dotted lines. Okay, now side F seems to have an opposite with the dotted lines, correct? All right, now let's look at the dotted lines all the way to the end where side D is. Can you see that? 30 meters, side D. Now, if we take the total length of side D down to the end of the dotted lines at the extreme, do you know that that is 100? Yes, because it is opposite with side B. But side B is 100 and we only have a part of the lower side, that's the opposite side. The part of it that we have is 30 meters. Don't you think that it is now easy to find the rest of the length? We can subtract 100 meters from 30. It is the 30 meters that has made the opposite side here to be bent or not to be complete. So let's subtract 10 meter from 30 meter. 100 meter from 30 meter. What do we have? 70 meter. Now, it means that the whole line from where side D is to the end of the dotted line is now 100 meter. Okay, but only the dotted line will be 100 meter minus 30, and that will give us 70 meters. Okay, great. Now, if the dotted part is 70 meters, look up at side F. Is it not a rectangle now, and is it not already opposites? Yes, it is. Now it means we have automatically found side F as 70 meters. That's quite easy, right? Great. Now let's look at side C. It's another side we have not found yet. Side C runs from the top down here to the bottom, but the other side of it ought to be the opposite side. It's been divided into half. It's not running to the end like side C, that is side A. Side A is not running to the end. So what do you think we can do? Let's make another imaginary line to close up side A. Okay, now The whole of side A with the imaginary line has made a rectangle, right? Okay, now let's look at side C. Look at this imaginary line down to line E. Can you see that? I think we have another opposite sides there. So our imaginary line is definitely going to measure 20 meters as well because it is opposite side E. Great. Now, we have found side E to be 20 meters and we know that side A is 25 meters. So what do we do to find the total side? 25 plus 20, and that makes 45. If the entire side is 45, it means that side C, which is the opposite side, would equally be 45 meters. Great. So, class, we have been able to find the length of all the missing sides. Now, what do? We need to find the perimeter. How do we find the perimeter of a shape like this? Please take all the sides one after the other and add. The imaginary lines we made were just to help us to find the missing angles. So, let us take from side A. Perimeter would be A plus B plus C plus D plus E and F. What is line A? 25. B is 100. C is 45. Now that we know, D is 30. E is 20 and F, which we found earlier, is 70 meters. Now, let us add it all together to find the perimeter of the building. The answer is 290 meters. We don't need to write meter square because we're not measuring area. This is perimeter. All right, students. It's been great finding and interesting also finding the missing sides of a shape like this. You'll find such shape in your workbook and it will be interesting for you to solve it. So go ahead to your workbook, page 196 to 198 and solve them. We don't have so much in it, it's just little we have to do. So solve it and send me your answers just like you've always done. Till we have another lesson again tomorrow, stay safe and be good. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, just one more thing, students, sorry, before we leave. What did we learn today? We won't forget that. We have learned to calculate the perimeter of squares, of rectangles, and irregular shapes. We also learned to calculate the area of squares and of rectangles. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.